I
Está
can hear you.
en juego. Creo.
Why is this not
¿No?
working?
No, ¿dónde está? Oh, it's in game setup. Debe ser?
What are you looking for?
Where the hell is it? Where's the link to the foundry?
It's in info.
Yeah.
Oh, información.
Sí.
¿Hablas tú español?
Más poquito.
Está bien, está bien.
Sorry, I don't speak Italian.
Fibonacci!
This is a great start, guys.
Galileo!
This is a great
I
start,
just
guys.
think Latin America is really
Yep.
cool.
Da Vinci! Leonardo!
Great start.
Oh, okay.
I'll put the stream over again.
Okay, welcome. They can hear us?
Yeah, I did say.
Okay. I don't listen to people. What do you think I am? Somebody who does this constantly? No. Okay. Hi, welcome everyone to another edition of Team Drake, the Plague Party. We're very excited to be here with you on this Thursday? Yeah, we're so excited to get to play with you all tonight. As always, I would love to introduce my lovely, lovely players, starting from the top with Chappie.
Hello, everyone. I go by Bruthroyd Bane on different social medias. You can find me on Twitter or Instagram. I play Chapel Winterbite, the life domain cleric of Lathander, who is a furbog.
Beautiful, beautiful. Below them, our player of Ikibo.
Hi, I'm Storm. She, they. I play Ikibo, Water Genasi Monk.
Marvelous. Below them, our player for Krolak.
Hello, I have recovered from my shrooms again.
What's your name, soldier?
John.
Okay. Thanks. Okay.
Enough said.
That's a new one for me. Okay. And our player for Revion.
I'm Duck. That's about it.
Yep. And last, and not least, our player for Vern.
Yo, I'm DJ. He there at the minute. Yep.
You say
Beautiful.
not lose, but that's like the host of our actual stream.
Yes. And of course, as always, I am Brave the Coward, and this is what I do instead of screaming.
Mood.
So, yeah. Well, is there any orders of business that we need to get into before we start for the evening?
I have a question.
What's your question, soldier?
Have you done your PowerPoint presentation night thing yet, Brave?
Oh, yes.
So how'd you introduce yourself?
Oh, wait. Oh, no, not again. Oh, sorry. No, not again. I thought I'm bad at memory. No, I have not had the opportunity to do it again.
Okay.
But I assure you, when I next get the opportunity, I will introduce myself in the funny manner that we discussed.
Hell
Okay.
yeah.
Did you
So
just spell John with an AW?
That is correct.
I hate that. I'm naming an NPC that. Okay.
Yes! Yes!
Hi, my name's John, spelled Jawn.
Who are you
John
really?
Ram.
Inside chat.
Okay. John Lawn, but Lawn is
Asterisk.
spelled Lohn.
John must have a brother, because John is Philly slang, and Philly is the city of brotherly love.
What's his brother's name? Lawn, spelled Lohn.
Cheesesteak. You can spell it however you want.
These are the weirdest dwarf NPCs I've ever heard of.
Yeah. Okay. They will try to kill you later on today. Okay. So,
Fair. I deserve that.
yeah. Okay. Is there anything else? I'm hearing crickets.
Nope.
Hit the crickets.
Where's the cricket soundboard? I'm not on top of it. Fuck. There you go.
I'm gonna. You hit it like 7 times. Okay, I'm gonna demote you. Okay. Well, with that, if there's nothing else, let's just get right into it because we got a lot to get through tonight. So, last we left off, you all in the party arrived here in Heartsoil, the central city of the Conclave of Gardens. After traveling for some days away from Men of Wall, and by some days I mean it's like almost 2 weeks of travel away from Men of Wall, where you have been for the majority of your adventure so far. You have entered into the city and you have encountered a few locations. You have gained some respite and sanctuary at the Western Sunset Abbey. You've explored the bazaar here of the city a tiny bit. You've found you found news about the wider world going on around the center of the city, the Heart Tree, where the conclave truly meets. And where we last left off, some of you, and by some of you I mean specifically Chappie, had encountered the once lost, now found Arcane Curios, an arcane shop where you can purchase various items to your desires.
Wow.
Woo! And so,
Yippee.
where we last left off, you were making some purchases here in the once lost, now found Arcane Curios from the interesting shopkeeper Dinah, a black tabaxi. And so, I believe you all have a shopping list for me, yes?
Yep, it's in game. It's wherever you pinged us.
Yeah.
Can I say I inform my party where this shopping list is? That way we don't have to like say I will pay you back with all this gold and shit.
Yeah, you're not gonna. So how this is gonna work is I'm gonna let this be an opportunity for everyone to try and buy magic items that they would desire here. But you're just gonna spend your own money for it. We're not gonna do any nonsense of like I'll pay you back. Like you're just gonna take it out of your own income. Okay.
Gotcha.
Okay. Cool. So who would like to, I guess, try all this first? So the rules, as I've explained, are pretty simple. For each item you are trying to find, you're going to have to make me a check of some variety to try and find it. And if it's not high enough, you don't find it. And if it is high enough, you find it. And you can get a worse version of it if you desire. And I'll say that has to be within
Sorry.
You can get a worse version of an item that you did not roll high enough to obtain. Sorry, is what I will say.
I can roll a couple since I think most of the ones listed on my version of the shopping list are mine.
Yeah. So here, let's just go down this in order then. Just name the item you're looking for. I'll pull it up, and then we'll start rolling some dice for it. Okay.
Did we already grab the fireball potion last session?
Don't
believe-
think you did.
No,
Did you?
we didn't.
I swear we.
No, we did. We had like a whole bunch of like.
Because I swear they
Okay, so
offered the
I
fireball potion instead of.
I got the proof of the amulets. I got a fireball potion, I believe.
Yeah, that's the
Because
potion of fireball.
Yeah, Revion wanted that.
Okay,
And
let me mark
I
that
forgot
off.
what the other thing was.
Bag of holding, wasn't it?
Yes. And that's because that's something that you wanted.
Yeah, and
you
that's the two we had. So I will start with bag of holding, which you said should be decently
I don't think
easy.
anybody actually fully purchased a bag of holding yet.
Okay.
Okay.
I think you discussed it, but you did not. We did not actually make any rolls to
All right.
find and buy one.
I will roll
Okay,
to find one then. I'll just go
Okay.
down the list.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So for this, you can choose. You can make an argument for me as to a skill that you think would help you identify an item
Investigation.
here. Investigation. That sounds like a
To search.
reasonable poll.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All
Okay.
right.
Go ahead and roll me that.
No, I am not finding one. That's a 1.
What?
That's a
What
total
the-
of 9.
That's rough.
That's a 9 total for a for a semi uncommon item. But not
Okay.
fine.
So that's no to the bag of holding.
Okay. I
No
will.
bag of holding shenanigans.
Alright, I will put an X on that. Alright. Next, I will look for a bag of colding. Can I do investigation? Or can I only do one at a time?
Actually, you have just made a great point, which is that I'm going to say you can only use one skill for one item. You have to use a different skill for each item.
Okay. If I had known that, I wouldn't have chose investigation for that one. But okay.
I'll let you retroactively change it to a different one because it was a 1.
The
Okay.
universe is 1.
I will say perception, which means it would have been a 0.
Okay.
Because I have
So
a
you just got to
-1.
start marking off skills slowly here.
Yep, I'm just gonna put next to it which one I use. Perk Vern. Alright. Bag of holding bag of colding. Can I use persuasion to persuade them to help me look?
Absolutely, yes.
Ooh. So that's a I said persuasion, didn't I? 15. 9 plus 6.
Okay. A 15.
E.
Okay, bag of colding is an uncommon item rarity, right? Around
Yep.
there.
I
So
believe.
yes, they will have a bag of colding.
Yay. X. Persuasion. Burn. Why'd I put an X? I need to just put a line through it.
Beautiful. Okay, and I'm gonna say a bag of colding is gonna set you back. Let's just say 100 gold.
100 gold. Alright. And then I'm going to not go down the list. I'm gonna go straight to the Wand of the War Mage.
Okay.
And I'm gonna use my investigation for that one.
Okay.
What are my fucking rolls today? Storm, what have you done to me? Okay, hold on.
Damn, why are they going astray?
16. 8 plus 8. I'm kidding.
Okay, a 16. On a
My grandmother.
16, the best rarity of Wand of the War Mage that you can find is a +1.
That is fine by me.
Okay.
Investigation, burn. How much?
And well, for that, I'm gonna say roll me. That's a lot. That's a good one. So I'm gonna say roll me a D4 plus 2.
D4 plus 2.
Yeah.
5. 3 plus 2.
That's gonna be 500 gold pieces for that.
Alright. And then... So I've used investigation, persuasion, and perception. Before I do anything else, does anyone else have really good perception? Oh, don't they? Hold on. No, I'm seeing you roll. Who else has really good perception? I'd assume Ikubo because monk, right?
If I help, does that count against me using a skill?
Yes.
Because I'm wondering if you want to do that for the hooves that you want.
Oh. Alright. Yeah, I can.
It's if you want.
Well, my perception's +4.
Oh, Do we have anyone
I
else
can do
without?
it if it's
Sorry.
I have
for
plus
the.
6.
I mean, the hooves are what something I asked. For, so
Yeah. Well,
I can do that.
what's your best skill?
Medicine.
I'm trying to think if there's a way to twist medicine to find the
Probably not.
horseshoes.
I mean, so my top skills are medicine, acrobatics, and then I get down to perception where I get a +4.
Use acrobatics, I think. Oh,
What the hell am I gonna use acrobatics?
can I
How
give?
do you think you could? So here's what I'm gonna say. This isn't like a.
So I take
This is
600
an
of
opportunity
gold.
to describe how you think you could use one of these skills to find a magic item.
How much is 600 gold and platinum, by the way?
60 platinum.
60. Thank you.
Is my character sheet right? Do I really have 520 platinum?
Yes.
You do.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I was crazy once.
No,
Put me in a roof.
No.
I'm still pretty crazy, from being completely honest.
Mhm.
If anyone doesn't have any ideas, I have an idea. I would like to use survival to search for an elemental gem because I am pretty famished and I would like a snack.
Sure. You know what? I'll take it. You can roll me survival to look for an elemental gem.
Hey. That is a 2.
Oh.
For a total of?
That
Oh,
is the total.
Oh.
Definitely not. You do not find any gems that look snackable.
No. Well,
Why are you crawling
so
on the
you're
floor
saying I
like
don't
that?
find any gems?
Yeah, no gems.
No gems that are not snackable. Just none.
The
I'm
only
not
gems
looking
you
at the
find
sheet.
look downright nasty.
Damn. Can I don't know enough rocks. The player.
How do I edit my sheet again? Oh, I think I found the button I'm looking for.
Nope.
Never mind. Sorry.
You apologize? To me? In my house?
No, not the cow. What are you doing here? This isn't your store.
I'm not gonna jump on this bit because I deeply regret the cow. I dug myself into a hole and now I am going to fill it back in.
Fill it with what?
Or
Milk?
red, you really like that.
Oh. What have I done? Okay. What are we going for next?
I mean,
I have an
can
idea
go
as
for-
well.
so
Oh. You go,
can
I just went.
for the horseshoes and I mean, if it looks like horseshoes, I might just use perception.
Would you like me to give you an idea for acrobatics?
Oh, I guess.
You could weave around the items because they said before that it's very cluttered in that place.
It is.
Would you allow that?
Yeah, absolutely. Again, so mechanically, I don't care what skill you use.
All right.
Because the mechanic of it is that you only have so many skills that are, good.
Mhm.
So you're slowly forced to use your skills like that. That's the
Alright.
idea of it.
I'll use acrobatics. I'm looking for 2 sets of horseshoes of speed or whatever the fuck I put on that shopping list. I don't remember the name right now.
Okay.
That's a 12.
A 12 is unfortunately not high enough. And let me check. Horseshoes of speed are rare. So you would normally, so if you got like a 14, a 15, you could have gotten a damaged pair of them, but with a 12, they just straight up do not have anything like that.
Yeah, it was a pipe
No.
dream anyway.
Mhm.
I'm sorry.
Mm.
Okay. Can I? Oh, did Krog want to do someone? Do one?
You can go.
Okay. I would like to. I would like to use my persuasion to describe to Dinah what looks to be an eye in the middle of a shield. I'm gonna ask for a sentinel shield. See, maybe they've seen it before.
Okay. What skill are you using for this?
I am using persuasion because I'm describing what the shield looks like.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me that. Hey.
Let's go. Let's go.
Okay.
Let's go.
Nice.
She will perk up hearing you describe this, and will rather quickly bring you over to a shield that looks quite similar to that. It is a sort of like bronze shield with an eye engraved on it. That's like radiating out like beams of, like engraved beams from it, as if shining. And
My
yeah, so
aesthetic.
that is a sentinel shield. I'm going to say, for the price of it, go ahead and roll me a d4. Okay,
Okay.
that's going to be 300 gold.
Alright, I will take it.
Give me a second.
Could I sell the shield that I have?
Yeah, I'll say you can do that.
Yeah, so I will sell it. I will sell it for 10 gold. It says.
Why won't it let me open the importer?
Yeah, I'll do that. Here, I'll do it for you. Don't worry
Thank
about it.
you. You could do both of them for me.
It's sometimes just weird.
Thank you. Being an ass. And then I can add bag of colding because that's a homebrew.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wait. Actually, that's
Would
not
it
the
be
one
a
I wanted.
container?
Hmm?
Would it be a container?
It would be a... In Foundry, you don't need to mark it as one.
Okay. I'll just put it as... I'll put it as container anyway, just because it's easier for me.
That's fine.
How do I equip? How do I get sentinel shields onto my character sheet?
Here, I'll get that for you. Don't worry
Okay.
about it.
Cool.
Sorry. I'm
Oh,
trying
what
to...
have I done?
It's a
keep up
lot
with
to go.
this.
It's like a lot to juggle everything.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And then let me go to, you want the Sentinel Shield. Okay, that should be on yours. Okie dokie. All right, next items. Let's keep this rolling.
I'm gonna go to the section of the shop that has a lot of weapons, and I want to look for something kind of small and use sleight of hand to search for some kind of magical brass knuckles.
Okay, magical brass knuckles. Go ahead and roll me for that.
With the cloud rune or one of the other runes I have equipped right now, I have advantage on sleight of hand rolls.
I'll take it.
Oh,
Yeehaw, baby! That is a 21.
Okay, a 21 means this can be an item of up to rarity. Let me take a look here. Is there any particular kind of effect you would like these brass knuckles to have?
Don't really know in particular.
They could be, like the most basic is like a
Excuse
+2 weapon, just straight up.
Nah, not
Or
something vanilla like that.
or you can have a.
I'd rather it do something than give me better stats.
Let's see. Is there anything cool? It says the knuckle dusters. What are those? Oh, those are
Oh.
home. Never mind.
Yeah, there's some really good homebrew knuckles. That's why I was like, is there some real ones?
There's no like official knuckles.
Unfortunate.
So
Maybe find
if
a
you
gauntlet.
if you want, what I'll let you do is we can choose another weapon and make that into some knuckles, or we can shelve it for today, and we can homebrew some cool knuckles for you.
Yeah, I like that. Let's do
You
that.
want to do that? Okay. Say
Sorry, I was distracted. Aside from the horseshoes of speed, was anything from the first list found other than the 3 I did? 2 I did? No, yeah, 3.
we found the sentinel shield.
Okay. Who did that and what,
Chappie
what
with persuasion.
persuasion? Thank you. And how
Oh,
much
wait,
was
we're
it?
all using
It ended up being, what was it, 300?
Okay.
I wrote it down here. Yes, 300. Crocs,
Wait.
cool knuckles. I'm going to say these are going to be 500 gold pieces, these knuckles.
What's up, Storm?
Baller.
Wait, we're all of us are having to do different skills.
So each of you, when you are rolling for an item that you want to buy, you can only use one skill once. But each of you can use each of your skills once, basically.
Okay. Okay.
That is 50 plat, right?
Yes.
Cha-ching.
And just make me a note that we need to work on that.
Will do.
Okay. What else are we looking for? Anything else?
I'm trying to think of how I can use my deception for this.
That item? You don't need it for that
You
price.
know what, Duck? You are so right. I'm going to use my deception to find the braces of defense, and I'm taking what Duck suggested to me in DMs and say, "Oh, you totally agreed to help me look for them. You just forgot."
That's my item.
Oh, do you want to find it?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
You
I'll look
use
for
your
books
skills
of
for
Woodbone
yourself.
then. Okay.
I'll fuck up my own rules.
Alright. I will look for
Alright.
boots of Winterlands then.
Okay.
Sorry, I thought I would help someone else because I feel bad doing just my own.
It's alright.
Oh, and I have expertise. Nat 20! Let me show the screen. Hold on. There you go.
Okay.
Nat 20. So that's a 29.
And this is looking for...
The boots of the Winterland.
Yes, you can find a great pair of the boots of the Winterlands.
Yippee! Yeah, that would be a 29 total. And how much?
Those are going to be... I'm also going to say, roll me a d4 plus 2.
D4 plus 2?
Mm-hmm.
2 plus 2? 4.
Yeah, so 400.
Alright. And that is 4 platinum? 40 platinum? How much is it?
40 platinum.
40.
Yep.
So I need to do math. 420 minus 40 is 380. Yep, so. That's my one.
Okay. I just added those boots to your character sheet.
Thank you.
Okay. And you wanted to get bracers, right?
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out the best way to do this. I guess I'll just use perception, see if I can find any like good bracers, I guess.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Perception. 22.
22 on perception.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You absolutely can find a pair of bracers of defense.
Okay.
The weeds.
Mhm. I'll see if I can't find them.
I have them, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. Can you go ahead and just roll me a d2? So flip a coin. 1 or 2.
Okay, so one is one.
Oh, Kralak, your cool knuckles are going to be of rare rarity, right?
Yes.
Um,
One.
1? Okay, sorry. They're going to be 1,000 gold, the bracers,
Ooh.
because they're rare. And
Yes.
Kralak, same thing. Flip a coin for me.
Uh, odds are heads.
Odds are heads, so that's a
Yep.
1. Okay, so also 1,000 gold. Very cool, very cool.
Taking
All right.
off 50 more. Oh my god, I have 420
50
plat.
I had
buying
420
those.
plat as well until I used 4 thingy.
Okay. Is there anything more y'all would like to buy?
I have a question.
What's your question?
So we got a, what do you call it? A flammable potion explodey thing.
Oh, what? Sorry, you cut out.
Oh, sorry. The flammable potion?
Yeah, y'all, who was it that bought that?
I think Chappie did.
Yeah.
I did. I bought that because you requested it.
Yes, thank
Okay.
you. So I have a question regarding that.
What's your question regarding that?
If I were to dip my arrow in that and shoot it up, would it work as a firework?
No.
I believe what the instructions I was given, Revion, was this was meant to be a throwable, not to be a consumable or like a ointment. You throw the potion and then the explosion happens.
It's a Molotov. The bottle's got to break to explode.
Was more fun. I wasn't gonna eat it. I was just gonna like pour the potion on something and then throw that thing. You know.
So how I'm gonna say how the thrown fireball potion works, so that we're clear, is that it is like a flammable, volatile liquid. When you throw it, it explodes. When it comes into contact with air, it explodes. So there's no way to open this potion that doesn't make it explode unless you were to open it under a non-oxygen atmosphere, which I don't think any of you have the capability to do. So you cannot like open up this potion and be dipping arrows in it. And even if you did, that would not give you exploding arrows. That would give you on fire arrows, which you can do via simpler methods.
What if I blow on it as I open it? So that it's
Mm.
carbon dioxide
What if you
and
drink
not
it?
What if I drink it?
No, wait, what if it has to expose to air, what if you put it in your mouth and then spit it at someone? Would that make dragon breath?
I think that's a good idea. Brave, I'd like to roll for that.
Oh. Every day, sometimes I'm like, like you go online and you see stories about D&D parties and you're like, oh, I'm so glad my party isn't like that. Take a drink, folks.
Brave, this is the same person who used your zombies as baseball.
Yeah, I shouldn't be surprised. I just have high expectations for you guys sometimes because you're so cool. And then
Oh.
you try to drink fireball potions.
Fireball is delicious.
So what you're
Fireball, dude.
I didn't ask how big the mouth was. I said I drink the
Right.
fireball.
So what I'm getting is if I like just tie the potion to the end of my arrow and shoot it, that could work.
Yes, that would absolutely work.
Okay. Are there any like specific potions where I could like dip stuff in?
It depends on the potion, is what I'll say. But I like where you're going with this. So I will say that various potions, if you were to dip an arrow in it, would have some different effect when you shoot it at somebody. But that depends on the potion. And also most potions are like beneficial. So dipping an arrow into it and shooting it at somebody would probably do something cool to them
Sorry, quick
rather
question.
than something bad.
How much were the braces of defense?
1,000.
Okay. Thank you.
Wait, I have a
Also-
question actually. What if
Yes.
I dip my arrow in like a laxative?
Jesus Christ. Also, I will be right back. Speaking of, I need the bathroom. Right back,
I'm
chat.
terrified.
It depends on the laxative. If you can find a potion of shit yourself, then yeah, that would have the desired effect. But most laxatives are not blood-based, to my knowledge.
They're
So,
Damn. Okay.
I'm not a doctor, don't quote me on that, but I feel like laxatives generally don't work by your bloodstream.
Hmm.
So,
I added a quote to.
I feel like if you stab something, like if I get a I don't know any laxatives. Like,
Oh my god.
I don't know, brand name. If I take brand name laxative and stab you with it, you're not gonna like crap yourself, right? Like that's not how that works.
What if I shoot it into their mouth?
Yeah, I was gonna say it could be like a
I feel like
bullet.
if you shoot into their mouth, they're gonna have a lot more problems, like the arrow sticking out of their head.
What if they eat the arrow?
If you dip an arrow in laxatives and then an enemy willingly eats the arrow, yes, they would shit themselves. But they would also have an arrow in their tummy.
What if it were like a bomb, like it just exploded and they inhaled it?
Mm.
Are you like making like laxative incense? Is this chemical warfare?
Brother, listen. This is the only creative thought I've had in days. Humor me.
We are weaponizing liquid ass.
Go talk to Lionel about that, and you can maybe make
Ah.
some progress on creating smoke cloud laxatives.
Okay. This is a
So
simpler question.
potion of stinking cloud.
Wait.
Oh my word.
Do trick arrows exist?
Define what you mean by trick arrow.
I guess something that like has, I guess, kind of like an effect. Like, maybe like the only
They're
thing I
like
can think
magical
like
arrows.
I guess, yeah, that's what I'm thinking about. Just like something that has like a magical effect once you hit them with it.
There are, yes.
Oh, like what kind?
hmm So there are things like Bloodseeker ammunition, just +1, +2, so on ammunition. Winged ammunition, walloping ammunition, and we can also homebrew some.
I
Okay.
found a table of D100 types of arrows.
Oh,
Those would also be cool. Yeah.
all right. Maybe.
I will put it in the game chat.
Thank
Thank you.
you. And I think other than that, um, I was also thinking about getting the Robe of Stars.
Oh wait, oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Mm. And
Robe of Stars is a big pull.
oh, is it?
Yeah, so Robe of Stars is very rare. So what I'd say is to get a Robe of Stars, you would have to
I'm back.
roll above like a 30 even, or you'd have to roll above a 20 and then get a worse damaged version of a Robe of Stars.
I
Define
am
worse damaged.
So it would not have all of the effects of a Robe of
I
Stars.
am back and I have a jam
It
filled
would have
donut.
only a portion of them.
I have returned and I have a jam filled donut.
Mm-hmm.
So like instead of like, actually, I forgot all the effects for the Robe of Stars, but you can't like go inside the astral plane.
Yeah,
Those aren't-
I'd say for sure it wouldn't allow
Oops.
you to go into the astral plane, and then I think you could still get the saving throw bonus, and it
Mhm.
would also reduce the level of magic missile you could cast using it.
That's better than a regular cloak. I'll still roll for it.
Okay, what skill are you using for this?
Hmm. How can I use acrobatics?
We've established that you can use acrobat. You can use any skill you'd like.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to use it. I guess I'll use it similar to Ikibo then. Just like
Yeah. That's actually.
Hmm?
Where are my notes? Where are my notes? What did I put? Ooh, that's so close, Space Cowboy, but it has to be a 20 or higher.
I can live. It's okay.
It would be too late to give guidance, right?
Yeah, and I wouldn't allow you to anyway.
Bastard.
Yeah, I know. I'm mean like that to not allow you guys to artificially change your odds of getting powerful magic items.
I know.
I'm such an evil DM.
I
I got
know.
like 5 more flammable potions then.
You want like more fireball potions?
Yeah.
Sure. Let's say, hold on, let me check a thing. Yeah. I'm gonna say each of those is gonna cost 300 gold a pop.
That's fine. Wait, hold on. Yeah, that's fine.
So how many do you want? These are basically just like spell scrolls of fireball.
Choppy already got one for me, right? So I'll just
Yeah.
get 4 more.
How likely are there to be 4 of those, though?
I'll say that they have, once you have found an item, they have not an unlimited amount of it, but I'll say 4 is reasonable.
Wait a moment, Choppy, I'm looking at your arrows.
And you are paying full price, so it's 1,200 gold.
That's fine. Wait, all these arrows are so cool. What the hell? How much is one D100 arrow?
I mean, look at the arrows. Honestly, I haven't looked at this. This is just a thing that exists
There's
now.
just a lot of hundreds though.
Everyone say hi to the real life Dinah that's come to join us on the session today.
Yay!
Hi.
She takes a pet, no problem. Okay.
I mean, I just randomly found these.
Mm-hmm.
It's a what'd you find?
I can put it in the game chat. I don't know if I'm gonna try and find it, but it sounds
Okay, all of
neat.
these seem pretty mundane, so I'll say it's just like I'm gonna regret whatever I say here. I'm gonna say it's 50 gold for any one arrow. So it's 50 gold an arrow. Is that too much? Let me look at a thing.
Yes, that's too much, Brave.
Okay, don't tempt me. Okay, so I'm gonna say it's 10 for 200.
Wait, 10
So
gold
it's like
pieces for 200
no.
arrows?
10 arrows for 200 gold pieces. So it's 20 gold an arrow.
Whoa. Okay.
I can live. Yeah, I'll take it.
Okay. How about for this? What is more interesting to you? That you need to specifically note down which of these arrows you are buying right now, or that you just have a collection of them that you can just decide what they are in the moment?
I like the second option way better.
I kind of like that too, because it's like,
Like
who
a
wants to?
quiver
Yeah,
of a.
you have a quiver with this many arrows in it that have an effect, but it's
Mhm.
like, who wants to be carrying around a bunch of useless arrows, you know? Like, that doesn't sound very fun to me. It's more interesting to just like, oh, this is what I need in the moment, you know?
Yeah, so I'll do
Especially, yeah. So how
10. You
many?
said how much did you say? 10 for 200?
10 arrows for 200 gold.
Yeah, okay. I'll take 10.
Okay.
Are we gonna figure them out now? Are we gonna figure out what they are now, or are we going to?
No. So what we just discussed is that basically whenever everyone wants to use one, they get to just choose the effect.
Okay, cool.
Since they only have 10 of them right now.
Gotcha. Revion's on his Hawkeye shit.
Yeah. And I'm just gonna pin that in game. Okay. And then let me just go and put that in Revion's character sheet. Okay.
Right. I'm just gonna put that last one that I said I wanted that I forgot to add before in game chat.
Okay. All right. What are you looking for? Okay, let me look that up.
I have it. I can just paste the stat block. It's a very rare.
Yeah, that's a lot. So this
Yeah.
is again, you need to roll above a 20 for this, and it's gonna be of lesser effect.
Okay. I'm going to use history.
History,
And
okay.
do I need to explain how, or can I just do it?
You can just do it. Although, if you'd like to explain how, you totally can. Like, this is for you to play in, have fun with.
Yeah. I'm thinking of one that's kind of stupid. I'm just thinking, yeah, they've been to a magic item place before. It might be in the same place.
Okay, I thought you were gonna
I don't fucking know.
oh, the history of this
No.
magic item. This
Oh,
is
I could do that.
an item
Yeah.
that is storied of, but no, you're literally
I'll
just
do
thinking,
that.
where was it in the last grocery store I went to?
I'll do that. Yeah, I'll just be like, okay, I've researched this before. It'd be fitting because fuck my mother.
Mhm.
Please don't do that.
Well, that's what
Literally. Um,
that's what everyone wants to do.
damn it. Please. Okay. I said history, didn't I?
Yes.
That is a 21.
Okay.
13 plus 8.
Okay, so on a 21, you can find a version of this of lesser effect.
Okay.
So I'll say this item has 2 effects. You can choose one of them that is kept.
Oh boy. Okay, hold on.
So it either gives you necrotic resistance, or once per day,
I
when
won't
you drop to 0
die.
hit points, you drop to 1 hit point.
Give
Don't
me a
eat
second.
that.
I'm thinking. What I'm going to do is I'm going to flip a coin. Or rather, I'm going to roll a d2 at d4. Alright. I will go with the... I forgot to declare which one was which. Fuck. Evens is necrotic resistance, odds is life ward. It's an odd. So I said evens is life ward? Wait, I've already forgotten. God fucking damn it. I'm
Okay.
just gonna say life ward. I'm just gonna
Okay, so it
put down life
has
ward.
life ward on it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Vern, history, life ward only, and how much?
Give me one moment to import this.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, so this does not have necrotic resistance. Okay.
How many items can you attune to again?
You can attune to 3 at
3.
any given time.
Okay, hold on. I need to figure out which ones of my things count as attunement.
So that is the Amulet of Health, the Hat of Wizardry, the Ring of Mind Shielding, the Wand of the War Mage,
Oh, all of them
the
require
Boots of the
attunement.
Winterlands, and the Lifewell Tattoo.
Wait, all of them require attunement?
Yep.
Shit.
Oof.
Okay, so I never used the Hat of Wizardry. Can I sell the Hat of Wizardry?
You certainly can sell the Hat of Wizardry if you would like.
How much?
For a common magic item, roll me a d6.
D6?
Mm-hmm.
6.
Okay, you can sell it for 60 gold.
Alright, and that is 6 platinum? Right?
Yes.
Why won't it let me... There we go. And then... Oh, that shows up there. Delete. Yes. I no longer have that ear cuff, but I never really used it anyway, so...
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I'm thinking, because I didn't realize all of them required attunement.
Decisions.
I know, because I don't want to get rid of Archie!
That'd be fucked up.
But also, the amulet of health gives me. Wait, Ikubo, didn't you want an amulet of health?
The only thing is, does that get in the way of my periaptive wound closure?
Brave?
It wouldn't.
It wouldn't.
I will.
That'd be
No.
three items then that I'd be attuned to.
Because the only item you're attuned to right now is the
Periaptive wound closure.
periapt. Oh, you also got those bracers of defense, right?
Just now, yeah.
Do you want my amulet of health?
I guess. I just actually now looked at the periaptive wound closure. They changed it
Oh.
up. So it's no longer you are stabilized. It's any dev saving throw below a 9. It changes to a 10.
Oh, okay, so you're just guaranteed.
I mean, still kind of guaranteed, but
Yeah. In which case I will give you the amulet of health.
Amulet?
Yeah.
Right.
And then I need to delete it from mine.
Okay. Those are both there.
Which means my health needs to change as well.
Mm-hmm.
And my con. I don't know what my con was originally. Hold on, it might be on my roll 20. It might be on my roll 20. Hold on.
Wouldn't it like adjust once you unequip it?
No, it didn't.
It's because it was very scuffed how we did this.
Yeah, Sheller. There she is. I think I put it down on the personality stuff. No, I put down the normal AC. Uh-oh.
It don't play.
Sorry, keep going. I'll just keep looking in case I wrote it down somewhere.
Is
wanna
there
do
anyone
that.
else that wants to do anything?
Concerning.
Okay. Any other purchases to make, or is that all?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yes. I am planning on failing this roll because it's a very rare.
You keep looking for very rares.
But I don't need the whole effects. I just want like 2 of them. So I'm going to use my history with my knowledge of runes and be like, hey, that looks runic, and I'm going to look for the pennant of the Vind rune.
Okay.
Just need to find my history on my character sheet. I was also looking to see if I had advantage from one of my features, but I forgot how to look that up. Sleight of hand, deception, tools, handling, intent. So no, not history. Just proficient. That's rough.
Ooh.
Kitty!
That is a 12.
Yeah, 12 definitely don't do it.
Can I see if they have a really shitty one in the back?
Really? What is the effect of this that you want?
I want the wind step. If you're looking on 5e tools, it has like 5 different effects. Or no, 2 of them aren't real effects, but I just want as an action to fly 20 feet. And if I can also get Wind's Grasp as a reaction to not take fall damage, that would also be pretty cool.
You know what? This seems interesting enough for me. However, yeah. Okay, I'll give you that, I think. As like a common magic, not a common, an uncommon magic item with just the wind step ability.
Sweet.
I think that's what I'll do. I'll have it cost, just roll me a d3.
It's exclamation first, right?
Yes, I believe.
It's
Oh, it's
slash R.
slash. Sorry.
Slash.
Okay, 200 gold pieces.
I don't have 420 anymore.
Damn.
What did you think was gonna happen when you spent money?
Oh,
I expected it to come out of someone else's pocket.
Brave.
But funny number.
Yeah?
Sorry, you didn't give me how much the tattoo was.
Oh, the tattoo. Yes.
Wait, you're getting ink?
Twinsies.
That's what do I wanted this to be?
3.
It's pricey.
I did roll a
Roll me
21.
a d4.
D4?
Mm-hmm.
4.
4. That's gonna be 1,400.
And that's 140 plat?
That's 140 platinum. Mm-hmm.
140. Da, 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 da. I need to do some math. Yes. You said 140, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
246 left. Alright, that's all of my stuff. I also realized I will be right back. I forgot something.
Okay.
Guffed Life Well tattoo. Oh no. It's like a botched tattoo.
Rough.
Okay. All right. Cool.
It's gonna get infected. Ugh. Bleh.
Beautiful. Okay. Well, have you all had your fill, you gluttonous cretins?
I have not had my fill. I'm still hungry.
Are you gonna buy anything else, or is that it?
Can I make an aura check to find a billowing cape?
An aura check? Also, I'm back.
Yeah.
Are you trying to insight?
I'll just say, roll me a d6.
So, while he's rolling that, fun fact, when I was at Comic-Con, I bought a little notebook specifically for sessions.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I
Does
think
it
I
look like?
put a picture in general chat when I got it.
Yes, I remember this.
Oh, nice. I must have missed that. Apologies.
No, you're fine.
Lore gained NPCs. That looks
I
really
got a
nice.
4 on the d6.
Yeah, so for
We're
40
at-
gold, you can get a billowing cloak.
Yay!
We are at Heart Soil.
Yes. Very cool, very cool. Okay.
Let's see.
Your new con is 13, right, Vern?
That's what my level 1 was. I don't know if I ever leveled... I don't know if I ever ASI'd into it. I'm just gonna say I didn't.
Okay.
And just say that I'm 13. Con.
Okay. Which means that you lose 24 hit points.
Oh, okay, that's not as much as I thought it would be.
76 minus 24 is 52.
Wait, do I gain hit points?
You will gain hit
Yep.
points, yes.
Because your con is now 19.
How do I figure out how many hit points I have?
That is a great
I
question.
can help you with that. Okay.
Okay.
Ikibo. Amulet of Health. Oh, that may have done it automatically for you.
Yeah, I added it, but I found out that it was already added. Wait, no, because I was already at 71 hit points.
Okay, you're already at 71?
Yeah.
Okay. So your con before is a +2.
Yeah.
And then with it, it becomes a +4, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
So that is 16 more hit points you gain.
16. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that didn't take.
Here, I'll...
No, I got it. I got it. Nope. Okay, you might have to do it.
Okay. Sorry, let me think. I'm gonna do the math so that this will do it automatically in the future.
Mm. Mm.
Oh, that tattoo is sick as fuck.
Wait, actually, I need to...
I'm just gonna put down on loot a lot. Because there's not enough space.
A lot. A whole awful lot. Okay.
Who knew this shopping episode would take 2 episodes?
Okay, so 71 minus 28 minus 16. Okay, so you got 27 hit points from leveling up. Oh. How am I wrong? Why am I wrong?
What was the name of the NPC?
Dinah.
Dinah.
How is it? Daina?
Dyna, I believe it's
Thank you.
how you spell it.
Well, I've seen Dinah.
It is specifically, that is weird.
I mean, if you have to fix it like in between sessions, I'm totally fine with that. It's not a prerogative right now.
Here, I'm going to set it like that. Okay. And then I've made it. I've made it work. Okay.
Last one, last one, last one.
Beautiful. Okay. Final item.
Final item. I don't know what skill to use, but I'd like to look for the Eldritch Claw tattoo.
Oh
Okay.
wow. Is that wait? Oh no, that one's a different one. I was thinking of the legendary one. Never mind.
Yeah.
This one's uncommon.
Yeah. Okay. So go ahead and roll me something for it.
I think I'm going to find something that reminds me of Asmodeus and use religion.
Okay. A 14. I will say if 14 is enough.
Let's go.
Nice.
Okay. So you can find this. Eldritch Claw. Let me throw that into your character sheet, and that's gonna cost 500 gold.
Done. I got tree fitty plat.
You see why I
I
gave you
still
all
have a
so much
funny number.
cash money?
Hmm.
I went from a cool funny number to a also cool funny number.
69.
Tree fitty.
Oh. 350.
Okay.
Hmm.
That is that.
Or maybe I'll have like Grin be like, I'll ask Grin like, "Hey, does anything speak out to you?" And he'll like point to that and be like, "That's
Yeah.
one."
Yeah, he will guide you there. Okay. That is all of our purchases. Yes?
Locked
I
in.
have one more.
Oh.
Oh, really?
Sweet Lord. I'm putting my foot down. Buy what you're going to buy, and this is the last purchase. Then the shop is closing.
Yeah, I'm
Shop
finished.
is closing.
With a
Last minute
family of 8
purchases.
that walk
Everything
into
must
the restaurant
go.
half an hour
Okay.
before close.
What are you looking for, Revion?
I'll buy 5 more trick arrows for 100 gold.
Okay.
Yeah,
It was
and just
200. It was 200 for 10, so 5 more for 100.
and then I'll just like I don't think they sell those in the shop, but just like regular arrows.
You never have to worry about regular arrows.
Oh, okay.
That's always been my rule. In case I will never make anybody track normal ammunition because it's boring and stupid, and I don't
Hell
want to do it.
yeah.
And it's just a waste of everyone's precious time here on this planet Earth.
Okay, yeah, then that's it.
Yeah. Okay. Beautiful. So, finally, you
Shop is
all
closed.
after raiding this magic shop for everything it's worth.
We're keeping that business
Are
afloat.
yeah. You are
Brave.
ushered out the door. Yes.
Brave. Not a purchase. Could I get her to examine something?
Oh, absolutely.
Can I give her the broken blade of the Skrulkin to look it over?
Oh, absolutely.
Ooh.
Yes. You need me to inspect something?
Yes, I bring it out. I lay it on the table. I don't know if there's like if I have a cloth that I've wrapped it in, or if I think I'm guessing I've put it in a scabbard of some sort.
Yeah.
I'm putting
However
it on
you'd like.
I'm putting it on the table very gingerly. And I'm going to explain. We came across this sword, and when we first encountered it, it had a sentience to it. I don't proclaim to know what nature of sentience, but it it has since gone dormant or moved on, and I am trying to find its former master to return it. And I was wondering if perhaps you have heard of such swords, or such magical items.
Hmm. Uh, Dinah will examine it on the table before you. And for anyone who does not remember, the broken braid of Yshkarlkin is a tear in reality. It is a physical object that does not look physical. It looks like a hole gazing out into a galaxy of stars. It is a dark hole, and yet it is a physical solid object that one can touch, but it has been sundered down the middle. The blade is cut and chipped, and originally it was the size of a great sword, and now it is sort of sundered down the middle at an angle so that it does not reach to quite that length anymore.
Mm.
Dinah will examine it. Oh, this is. I I must admit, I've never seen something like this before. Um, it was a magical sentient object?
It was. And it decided to go out on its own terms.
Hmm. And you're looking for a master?
Yes. Or perhaps any other leads to such information.
Hmm. Um, Permit me a moment. And Dinah will, in examining this blade, begin to sort of mutter and chant under their breath. And you will see that some jagged, kind of crude runes will appear sort of near and around their hands as they examine this blade. And as they touch it, you will see that some of the stars in the pocket, the viewing glass of the lens, will sort of move and arrange themselves into vague shapes that they will stare at. Uh, hmm. That's. Well, I can tell you good and bad news.
Start with the good.
The good, it responds to magical investigations like detect magic and the like, and I can clearly read its aura, and you see here how these stars have moved and changed position. Yes, that's
Yeah.
in response to that. It is revealing information about itself and how it was created.
Right. That's good.
Yes.
What is your? I'm assuming this might be the bad news.
The bad news is I have never seen these symbols before. I I do not know what they mean. They are of no script or magical tradition with which I am familiar, and I believe it would take a far greater expert in matters of, I dare say, the past. Um, to me, this gives the impression of something very, very old. Would you agree with that?
I would agree with that.
Then I would suggest speaking with somebody with a more archaeological background.
All right.
Simply, I cannot decipher what this says, and you would need somebody capable of deciphering very old magical traditions to glean any real information from this. But very clearly here, if you just use any sort of magical detection upon it, it will readily give information about what it is and where it came from.
Do you suppose there's any chance of its sentience remaining?
At this point, I doubt it. If it did have any, it would be um, fractured. If you see here the weave line, well, are you studied in magic at all?
Unfortunately, um, maybe not arcane magic. I'm only um natural magics and some divine, very limited knowledge on divine magic, but
I see. Then, um, I could tell you the specifics, but I doubt they would mean much of anything to you. The the fabric of this creation has been torn and distorted in such a way that its integrity is dubious. The flow of energy through it is all disrupted. It's like if you, it's like if you cut a person in half. You know, if you cut a person in half, do they continue thinking?
I guess it depends on how well you stitch them back up.
Well, this isn't stitched back up in the least, so
It's not, I know.
without the entirety of its physical form, it's like half a mind. It is like half a body. It cannot sustain sentience in any real way. Anything that remains in here would be like an animal instinct.
Why are you whistling?
I think it was a
And that's
I
bird.
heard it too.
It's just in the background. Don't worry about it. Of my house. Pretend it's somebody on the street. It's immersive.
Oh, I didn't know you had birds in here.
Word? I'm sorry. I can't be of more assistance.
It's alright. I thought I might ask, and I'll give her a gold piece just. Well, what would be a proper like payment for something like that?
For using like a first level spell.
Yeah.
Go on, give her a platinum. I'm kidding. You don't have to. I'm kidding.
I actually have a thing. It's just like 10 gold is
10
the
gold?
usual price for a first level spell.
That might as well be a platinum. All right.
Mhm.
I'll give her.
Yeah,
a
so
platinum.
it's usually just like a platinum 10 gold is pretty standard for a usage of a leveled spell.
All right.
Thank
I
you
should start
all. I hope you found everything that you were able to find, and I
Thank
hope you
you.
will find the things you are looking for elsewhere.
And more. Thank you very much.
Okay. Well, bye-bye.
Bye.
And
Thank
we
you.
finally exit the store.
And finally, after an eternity, you all exit the
After
store.
an hour and a
Okay.
half.
Yeah. I had other plans of things to do this session.
We still have time. We have time.
Yeah. Okay. So, it is getting. You still have a decent amount of time in the day. Is there anywhere you would like to go, or do you just want to head back to the Abbey to set your things down and rest?
I kind of want to follow that trail of any possible historical or archaeological experts here in Heartsoil. Are there any in Heartsoil? I know it's capital, but I don't know if there's any specialists like that.
Historical or archaeological specialists. Well, you'd have to go looking for it. So you can either just hit the streets, or you can go and ask somebody.
Can I ask anyone if there's like a university or some kind of library where there might be an in-house archaeological expert, or if there are any such experts here on this continent?
Sure. Who would you like to ask?
Um,
There are some people that you've met around the city.
yeah,
Also, you can just, I guess, start talking to people on the street.
maybe we'll go back to the criers and see if they know anything. They
Sure.
seem to know stuff.
Yeah, that seems reasonable. Okay, so you head up to the criers, and you're just inquiring if there is some sort of archaeological expert here in the city.
Yeah, archaeological, historical.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll me like a social check of some kind. What shall we say? You can either pay for the information or you can try and get it for free with a check.
What would the pay for free be?
The payment
Oh.
would be it'd be like what, 5 gold maybe
Okay,
at
but
most.
the check would be. I'm supposing it'd be a
The check would
charisma
be a
limit.
social check to like talk somebody up. So like persuasion, deception, intimidation.
Well, you see, those are all charisma based, and I have a -1. I'll just pay the man.
Okay.
And you said it's what, 5?
Yeah, 5 gold.
So I'm gonna do some math. And that is yes. Okay, I'll pay him.
Okay.
It's worth it for us talking.
Yeah. So you will pay him, and he will inform you. What specifically are you looking for? Like a library, a house of knowledge, or specifically, like, is there somebody here who's like a historian or an archaeologist?
I guess I'm looking. I guess I'm looking for a house of knowledge. It has to be like someone who's like versed in ancient history or very, very old history.
Okay. The crier will say, well, I don't know specifically if there is an archaeologist or somebody super interested in history in town, but you can certainly try down at the bibliography.
I'll ask for directions to the bibliography.
And you will receive directions down to the bibliography,
All right.
which you will quickly discover. Let me make it. Oh, it's not what I want. Be gone, foul creature. Okay, this is not working. Why does it not want to go away? There we go. Okay. Sorry, I've got to edit 5 bazillion things. Okay. Can you see that?
Yeah, I can. The bibliography. It's right next to Sunset Abbey.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, so the bibliography, you quickly discover, is a library.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
It is sort of a institute, small hub of the few academics that are here in Heartsoil.
Mm-hmm.
It is part of a library, college, school, sort of all wrapped together under this umbrella. And you can enter into it. You see that it is sort of this large vaulted ceiling that is protecting this library inside, and there are people milling about who are going about their business, many of whom look studious or at least interested in such things. And there's sort of a receptionist desk up here at the front that has a nice gnomish woman.
I will go up to her.
Good afternoon.
Hello. I have been directed by proprietor of the once lost now found curios shop um to seek out the guidance of an individual versed in old archaeological historical history. I have a artifact I would like to possibly be examined.
Okay. In history, archaeology, those sorts of things. That would
Yes.
be. Oh, I'm so sorry, young man. What's your name?
I am called Ikibo.
Yes. I'm so. Uh, I'm devastated to tell you, Councilman Twirin is currently indisposed at the moment. He is the proprietor of this establishment, and just so happens to be a historian and a archaeologist, versed specifically in the arcane history of this land. But he is currently indisposed in a council meeting.
How do you spell Twirin?
Twirin.
Where are you typing this? Oh, thank you.
Are you having to check a guide?
There's one called Twink.
I'm going to. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Oh wait, no, that was chat. That was Pineap. I almost wrote that down, thinking that was you.
Brave's names for NPCs are getting weird.
I was like, why is there one called Twink? Side note,
You
I need
said
to make a note to go
sorry,
there.
you said he's a specialist in arcane history.
Yes, Councilman Twirin specifically is here to study the arcane civilizations that have risen and fallen here in the Conclave of Gardens, and he is perhaps one could say, a specialist in that area.
And he is currently disposed for the evening or for a couple days.
Oh, I believe the council meeting should be over. Uh, they are usually fairly short. He should be available around the evening.
What time is it now?
It's about
Ah!
noon-ish.
Oh, really?
In a few hours, not too late in the evening. They began earlier this morning.
I will send to the party through the little earrings. That I will be at the bibliography for a while.
And the bibliography is?
A place of learning, a library.
Oh, okay, noted.
Okay.
And I will wait for the Councilman Tweerin to show up. I guess I'll meditate. Well,
Yeah,
I'll meditate until he shows up.
that's
I'll time
okay.
skip.
Okay.
Oh, well, this is just me allowing you guys to do stuff.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Is there anything specific that anybody would like to do? Speak now or forever hold your peace. Okay.
I will
'Cause if-
go to the
Because if
bibliography.
not, there are things that we can get to with just a little bit of waiting.
If Krolek's going, I'll go. But I
Are
don't
you
want
guys
to.
also gonna go?
I feel bad about intruding, but also library wizard.
I mean, I
Sure.
didn't know it was gonna be a library when I went.
Do you mind if we join you? I'll send him a message.
Fine by me.
Okay.
I fuck with libraries. Let's go.
Do you fuck
Yeah.
with libraries?
He has the second highest intelligence in this party.
He also
You're
eats
goddamn
rocks.
right. I know how to read, bitch.
He also eats rocks. I'm not saying you don't know how to read. I'm just saying, do you care to read?
Hell yeah, I do.
Alright.
Library. We're just a
Okay.
bunch of nerds,
You
inside and out.
You both
Begin.
come to the bibliography. Again, has these high vaulted ceilings on the main floor. There is sort of a front area with some chairs for sitting, tables, sort of a comfortable place, and then there is sort of a dividing wall with the front desk, and behind there you can see there is sort of an archive of books and tomes behind that, and there are staircases that lead up to either higher levels of the library or perhaps private offices or studies.
Heaven. Alright, Clark, do you want to do something first? Yukibo is meditating.
Nondescript browsing.
Okay.
Okay. I know what I want to look for, so I say do Kralike's thing first.
I just did it.
Oh, I thought
Okay,
you meant
yeah.
like. Okay.
No, he's just here. He's just here for the clout. What are you looking for?
I
Me
wanna
in my garage.
look for a book not based about the different planes,
Okay.
because I think I know what that seventh notebook was saying, and I want to check the different planes.
Yeah, okay, so to look through the library to find a book on the planes, this is just a straight up and down investigation check, I think.
Alrighty.
And this is not going to be a hard DC. This is mostly going to determine what quality of information you can receive.
Cool. That it's investigation, yeah?
Yeah.
13 plus 8, so 21.
21 is not bad. Okay. What is the most interesting way to do this?
Mm-hmm.
I'll say on a 21, you get 3 questions that I will answer completely truthfully.
Okay.
And they can be broad questions.
I want to be specific for the first one. Is there any planes that one could describe as decaying teeth?
I have the answer.
So you will find a book which is Morthen's Guide to Planar Anomalies and Structure and Cosmological Structure,
I'm not
which
gonna
is a
write
very
that.
dusty old tome that seems very well worn, but seems pretty accurate.
Okay.
It gives a general description of various planes. To your knowledge, there is no plane that is necessarily like aligned with
Decaying. Yeah.
decaying teeth. Some of them certainly could have like aspects of decay.
Or I guess decaying bones.
Yeah, you would think that the closest like thing associated with ideas of like decay, bones, and death would be the fugue plane, the realm of the dead.
Okay.
Okay. This one
So that's
isn't one
question
of
one.
these questions. This is just something that I'm pretty sure Vern would know.
Mhm.
Feywild. What season is it usually?
The season of the Feywild depends on where you are in the
Okay.
Feywild. So it changes because the Feywild does not have a day-night cycle.
Okay, I was just thinking because of Autumn Weath.
Yeah, so the season is always the same in certain locations in the Feywild, and it changes as you travel geographically.
Okay. I'm trying to think of the questions to question. I get English, I swear. Sorry, I'm thinking. What about naturally occurring uh portals, I guess is the word I'm thinking of. I don't know the proper word. Like the crossroads for the Feywilds.
Yeah, okay. So this book will describe that there are synchronicities is technically the term this book uses, although it notes that more commonly they could be called planar portals or crossover points. Basically, where 2 points on the planes are similar enough that reality, the way the book describes it is that when 2 points are congruent, reality forgets which one is which, and you are able to cross over the planes. This is most possible with the Feywild and the Shadowfell, because those are very closely aligned to the Middlefen.
Hmm.
They are all echoes and mirrors of each other, so it's very easy to cross between those. But to cross over into other planes usually requires extreme environments and specific locations. However, crossing points to other deeper layers of reality, deeper planes,
Hmm.
are usually more stable because those environments are so specific, they usually last longer
Okay.
and more power comes through. So they are rare, but there are things. There are points where you can cross over to other points of other planes.
All right. And then my third question is actually, um, what are some important things about the Shadowfell?
Important things about the Shadowfell.
Yep.
So the Shadowfell is the conceptual, not opposite of the Feywild, but is aligned opposed to the Feywild. The Feywild is
Counterpart.
close to the Feywild is close to the elemental planes, whereas the Shadowfell is close to the spiritual planes.
Okay.
And so in the Shadowfell, rather than things being exaggerated physically and magically, things in the Shadowfell are exaggerated in terms of spirituality. Rituals in the Shadowfell have a great deal of importance. They're very effective. And your perception of the world in the Shadowfell, your beliefs, have a much greater effect on the world. Not so much how you feel, but how people passively accept the Shadowfell, what people believe it to be, is known to have a physical effect upon it. If enough people believe that there is a road somewhere, there will be a road there. But if enough people believe that there is not, there will not be. And
Okay.
so it is very much affected by the subconscious desires of people. But it is known as a place of shadow because the Shadowfell does not have a sun. And it is also known that demons and other malevolent creatures are much more common in the Shadowfell.
And
Okay.
if you're not careful, you can get an anxiety disorder out of going there.
Yeah, I
Yes.
remember that.
Because
fun
of
time.
Yeah.
because of its proximity to the spiritual plane, it is possible for things to be inflicted upon you.
I have to use another page.
Supernatural distress, basically. This can be prevented with proper preparations, but to the unwary, it is known that the Shadowfell can be a place of great mental distress.
I don't think our crossover was in any way proper.
No. Prepare properly. Alright. Oh shit, I accidentally took off part. I accidentally took the note off.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Okay. So if I can, I'd like to look for one more book. So I'm gonna put that one away.
Okay.
Mostly because we're all traumatized by this at this point, but I'd like to look for a book about dreams.
Oh,
Why'd you laugh like
you
that?
most certainly may. You can make me
Investigation
an
again?
investigation check. Yeah.
18, 10 plus 8.
An 18. Okay. So on an 18, I will give you 2 questions.
Yep. Sorry, I'm thinking. If anyone wants me to ask a question, speak now while I think.
What kind of question?
About dreams.
So, yeah, about dreams.
Uh, probably probably have to do something with like. I think it'd be beneficial to help like. I don't know specifically, but maybe to like block like attacking dreams, like from say like Wayabel.
Alright, then I will ask to find anything on protecting yourself from dreams manifested by spells and
Okay.
rituals.
So you will find
Magical names.
a tome that is about the. Let's say it is a magical tome. It is a magical treatise on the crossover between the arcane and psychic manifestations of magical potential. That discusses dreams a little bit. The infiltration of others' minds and subconscious
Yep.
is possible via both the arcane fundamental of magic and the psychic fundamental of magic. And so it says that the approaches necessary to shield against either are different. If you are shielding against an arcane intrusion into dreams, you have to shield very similarly to how you would shield against almost any other kind of magical infiltration. So things like a anti-magic area or a specific magical prevention. You can create a counter weave that would act like a firewall that would disrupt the the strings of the weave that are being
Hold
plucked
on.
to infiltrate your mind.
Hold on, my pen decided to retract. Sorry, shield, anti-magic prevention, or weave. Okay.
But the psychic defense is different.
Okay, and then psychic. Schools. Different. I'm assuming it would be something like, what's the word? Mind shielding?
Kind of. So the big difference that it describes is that with arcane, you construct a cage, a magical cage that prevents people from infiltrating your mind.
Okay.
Whereas the psychic approach is that you would rather train your mental faculties to a point where you could forcibly eject unwelcome things from your subconscious. So one of them is defensive, the other is offensive.
Okay.
Arcane, you would counter the arcane like energies that are being used, whereas with psychic, you would rather instead have to develop the wherewithal
Okay.
and psychic faculty to forcibly kick somebody out of your mind.
Also for flavor, I'm gonna say he's writing this down.
Yeah.
What he finds. My second question, I think, will be the opposite, which is manifesting dreams. Is there a way to manifest a dream myself?
To get into somebody else's dreams.
You know what? Yeah, that was I thought about giving myself a dream, but yeah, that.
Okay. It also describes that there are two ways of doing this.
Okay.
The first one is the arcane way, which it describes, which is again just it describes it as in. It wouldn't use these words, but mechanically, it's the 5th level spell dream. You know, that's how you do it in the arcane way. Is you cast a dream.
Okay.
The psychic way is you essentially astrally project your mind through the noosphere into somebody else's mind, and that is how you, while they are asleep, and that is how you infiltrate their dreams.
Okay.
So one of them is like you are pulling on strings, and you make a connection between you and somebody else. Whereas the psychic method is that you physically leave your body and go into their mind.
Damn. All right. And I think that's it for what I want. Unless no one else has anything to do while we're waiting for Chappie. Not Chappie, for Pineapple to come back.
What's up?
I'm just saying, does anyone else want to do anything while we're waiting for Krolak? Or... because they're blue screened currently.
Um, is it okay if I return back to the Abbey?
Go ahead.
Certainly.
Yeah, I guess
Oh.
might as well kill some time.
Yeah, also, before I forget, because I'm assuming we all met up at the magic shop. When we were at the magic shop, I'm giving Chappie the food ingredients and telling him to give those to Pan and say he and Revion got them. As in Chappie and Revion, not...
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Sure. I don't know. I didn't get these. Are you sure that's okay?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
Okay, cool. I'll be sure to bring it. I got a bunch of like new stuff from the store.
Yeah.
I'll start taking them over. I'll catch up with you guys later.
Yep.
So I'm gonna start making my way to the Abbey.
So you have ingredients and spices.
Okay, yeah.
So when I make it to the Abbey, I'm gonna first. I guess I'll meet up with the Life Keepers first, and I will I will give the groceries and be like, Pan, hey,
Yes. Oh, hello.
hi there. We just got back from the store, but we found some really good things. Check this out.
Oh.
Me and Rev picked these out.
Oh ho 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 ho. Panleman will sort of look through them. This is wonderful. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. I'm just looking at all these. I'm like, I didn't pick any of these out, and I'm just looking like, I got that. Oh, that might be too spicy for me. Hey, yeah, of course.
Can I say? I'll just say that I went with Chappie.
Yeah. So you are also at the Abbey.
Great.
I
I
will.
will. Oh, go
Hold
ahead.
on. Sorry. I'll just give Pan some of the spices I got and be like, apologies for taking yours without permission earlier.
Oh.
I appreciate this gesture greatly, Revion. You are forgiven.
Okay, I'm gonna leave you two.
Wonderful.
Yeah. So I guess I spent a little time to catch up with Panlaman, but I was also
Yeah.
very curious about the inside of the Abbey.
Mm-hmm.
What are these paintings that they did not want us to touch?
Sure. Yeah, you can sort of passively. I'll say you go walking with Panleman through the Abbey
Mm-hmm.
to explore it. And you see that outside of the main worship chamber, the chapel, there are, like in many Lathandite churches, there's a collection of rooms for various purposes spread out throughout the rest of this abbey that look like almost like classrooms, even, or instructional halls, or rooms to speak quietly with people. There is a small library here. And you see that spaced throughout this abbey are these beautiful paintings that depict various scenes from Scripture, particularly from the, the quest of Lathander to reclaim the pieces of the sun. It seems like as you go along, there is a complete series of paintings here, each representing one of the bearers of a piece of the sun as Lathander supplicates before them to piece back together the sun. And they are beautiful. And it seems like each of them is. You haven't seen these paintings before. These could be unique pieces to this specific abbey. And they are quite wondrous.
Mm-hmm. I show a little excitement about these paintings, especially since I know the origin and the mythos behind these paintings. And I take a little knowledge and just like show Panlaman like I just like, oh, these are depicted scenes that I've read before, but I never seen them actually like visually brought together like these. And I'm like just showing a little bit of interest.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you show him, and eventually you sort of wander your way through the cathedral, just kind of absorbed in these and explaining each of them to Panlaman, who listens intently, until you find yourself before a large painting, which seems to be the last in the series, which is Lathander kneeling at the feet of Apollo, when at the end it is shown that Apollo does hold a piece of the sun. His lover, his companion, has the final piece as he kneels and realizes that he cannot ask for Apollo to give that up. And as you sort of stand here before this painting, is there anything in specific you'd like to comment about it?
I will I will look at the painting. I will kind of choke up a little bit seeing this painting at the end of the final story of this long journey, and seeing the final piece force of force inside Apollo. I'm like, and then I and I look to Panlam and I'd be like, this part always gets me emotional with this story I've heard multiple times. It's just something so beautiful that you see every day has such a tragic note to it.
Hmm. Yes, I've heard of this. Yes, it is that. Well, as you've explained, they traveled together. The sun was sundered, and they collect the pieces, the fragments, and there
Mhm.
is one missing. And at the end, it is Saint Apollo who has it, who has always had it the entire time and has been hiding it. It is it's fascinating, is it not?
It is. It's like you go all this way through like this long journey just to find something that you've overlooked all this time, and it's overlooked someone special that you never really noticed before, or
Hmm.
someone you take for granted.
Yes, it's quite beautiful.
It is. I I can see why they don't want us to touch these paintings. These are very very sacred to to the story.
Yes, they are. They're wondrous.
Hmm.
And oh,
I was gonna say in character, like I apologize if that was just too much oversharing, but like yeah, this is probably what drew me towards this, especially with like how welcoming this community was.
that's lovely, Chapel. And it is not too much. I enjoy listening to you. This is something that I've never really learned about before. I've only heard bits and pieces, but it was not very prevalent where I came from.
Do you have any great stories like this from where you're from?
Of religion? Of mythology?
Um, it doesn't have to be.
Give me a moment to think about it. Yes, perhaps another day I will have something interesting to share. Yes.
Hmm. I get to see a nice puzzle from you, and I get to hear a nice story. You have a lot of promises for me.
Oh.
I will do my best to keep them.
And end scene.
And well, as you two stand here, as this sort of this quiet, nice moment holds, there is suddenly, bam! A door slams
Uh-oh.
open off to
What?
your right,
Huh?
and immediately the hallway is filled with wailing sobs.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
And
whoa, whoa,
you
whoa.
see a woman come running out of the door, full sprint. She's just a blur, just sobbing, crying as hard as any person you've ever seen. Comes sprinting out of this doorway and disappears down the hallway, just overcome. And you see then coming out of the doorway the Abbot Costello. Peeks out of the doorway with some of his jewelry on his tusks sort of jangling as he peeks out and looks down the hallway as she reaches the end and takes a turn, just still sobbing as she runs away.
I, uh, what, what's going on? Is everything okay?
Oh boy. Abbott sort of places his hand on his forehead. It's a right mess. My apologies. She's having a very, 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 very bad day. I need to send somebody to be with her. Can you give me a moment?
Of course, of course.
He
Do,
will.
do you need any assistance from me? I can help.
It's in a moment. He will sort of hold out his hand, and like a beam of sunlight will descend into his palm almost from nowhere, and he will whisper into it. Sister Clarissa, could you please see to the councilman's daughter? I believe she is somewhere within the cathedral. Can you find her and
Oh,
make sure she doesn't
no.
do anything? And then he'll blow, and sort of like the beam of light will, almost like a ray breaking through the clouds, will almost like change its orientation and then streak through the hall off towards whoever that message is intended for.
No,
Presumably
send
Sister
it.
Clarissa.
Why must the chaotic shit happen to Chappie?
And the abbot will say, "Pardon. Um, I don't know if there's anything you could do. It's honestly, it's quite strange what is going on with her."
Teenagers.
That's the
Hi,
count.
Mom. Sorry.
That's the councilman's daughter.
Yes, yes, that is. Well, you are not familiar with any of the councilmen here, are you?
No, we just arrived. Unfortunately.
Yes, that is Serial Twirin daughter. She is the daughter of Councilman Twirin here. Um, well, I shouldn't bother you with her life, but she's having quite the time of it.
Girl, same.
I hold up. Excuse me while I'm just writing the name of the councilman's daughter.
Yeah, can
Here,
you
I
write
can.
that down in the chat for me?
Yeah.
Thank you. Oh, so how do I spell
Serial
Abbott?
Twin's daughter.
Hey, I got it right.
How'd you spell Abbott as well?
Abbott?
It?
Like,
Yeah.
like, it was like ABBOT, right?
Yeah, Abbott
Deuces.
Costello. Abbott is just a title.
Oh, okay.
It's also a pun.
Yes.
I don't get
There's
it,
a
but nice.
comedy. There's a comedy duo called Abbott and Costello.
Oh.
I was trying to remember the other name, but I couldn't.
Okay. Okay. I. Yeah. Yeah. If this is important to you guys, I have no problem lending a hand if you need me to. Just ask me whatever you need.
I I wouldn't want to impose. She's well, you're you are an adventurer. You've been around, seen odd things done, incredible feats, that sort.
Yes. Yes. Me and my party, we're part of Team Drake. We helped with this undead scourge that happened in Man of Well.
Yeah, yes. Well, perhaps you should speak to her more about this, perhaps when she calms down. Um, just the most simple of it. I would recommend you speak to her for more details. Is she was set to be married very soon.
Oh,
Was.
But today, for some reason, at least as she tells it, she came here in a fit, crying, and I was speaking to her, and she told me that her betrothed is no longer her betrothed. She said that they spoke and that they had no knowledge of who they were speaking of. Claimed that they were not their fiance, and said that they would not marry them. And she is understandably distraught, and I'm quite confused, as that is very out of the ordinary for
that is
their
rather
intended.
sudden.
Yes, yes, they were quite Twitter-pated, the two of them. They were a perfect
They
couple
were
by
what?
all accounts, and then today she says that she found them. They spoke and they claimed not to know. Their fiance's name is Aim,
Hey,
and she said that that was not her name, that she had no idea who that was, and that they were not engaged, and that there was no way she would ever marry anybody. And of course, that is understandably upset poor Sariel, and well, I've just never quite heard anything like it, you see.
so what was her name again? I'm sorry. Aim.
AIM. AYM.
AYM.
So, sorry, is aim. I know I'm not either, I'm just writing it down. Is aim the betrothed? Well, quote betrothed?
Yes.
Alright.
Yeah.
Did you say they were Twitter pated?
I don't know who that disembodied voice is, but yes, that is the term I used.
That's a
That's
word? That
very
sounds like it's made up.
It is a word. All
Damn.
words are made up, believe it or not.
How do you spell this word?
This
Is it
was
Twitter or
going
pated?
to be interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Um. Yeah, I would. Yeah, I'll be sure to ask as much details as I possibly can, and help clear any mess that might possibly happen. I will look to Pan and be
Yeah.
like, it looks like my bleeding heart is telling me to help another soul. I'm sorry.
He will pat you affectionately on the arm. It is what you do.
Mm.
Yes.
All right. I'll keep you updated as much as I can, and I'll be sure to give you another story.
I look forward to it.
Okay. So, I will. I I guess I'll go the way to Sariel, and
Yeah, so yeah, you can sort of make your way through the Abbey. Revion, you're also in the Abbey, right?
I assume I am, yeah.
Okay. You would have seen Sariel come running past. She sort of tore down from the upstairs levels down the stairs and vanished into the lower back rooms.
So,
You would
question.
see her come past, and you would see Chappie come past, sort of searching for her.
Yeah. Question.
Mhm.
Sariel is said to be betrothed Aim, who is female as well.
Yes.
I must help them. I must help the Ladala beans.
What is this MLM and WLW fucking solidarity?
Okay, I don't know if Rev is following me, but I'm gonna try to help out Sariel.
Yeah. Do you want to follow along and investigate this too, Rev, or are you good?
Actually, yeah, I will. I'm curious.
Okay. You will eventually find in just one of the private sort of back rooms here. That's sort of like a place for people to relax and sort of decompress. You will eventually find Sariel, who you can see now clearer is a woman. Appears to be elven, half elven maybe. Their ears aren't quite long enough to be an elf. Somewhat dark skinned, clearly of Granillian descent or close to it. And she is sort of sat here in a corner, just sort of sobbing quietly, sniffling. And there is an acolyte here in their yellow robes who is sort of sitting next to her, holding a handkerchief for her, and sort of looks to see as you enter the room.
Good day. Good day.
Good day.
It 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 looks like there seems to be trouble. Are you both okay?
The acolyte will sort of turn to Sariel. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm, I'm, I'm. No, I'm not okay. Okay, oh Lord.
It's okay. It's fine to not be okay right now. Perhaps uh I am very not good at this. My allow me to introduce myself. My name is Chappie. I'm actually gonna help you out.
You, you are?
Yeah. I believe the abbot had told me a little bit about what seems to be the issue. Um, but maybe you can help us out. Maybe you can like let us know your side of the story. You seems to be having trouble with your aim. Oh,
It's.
oh.
Where do I? Chappie, right? It's.
Yeah, Chappie, yes.
I'm. I'm sorry. Oh, Lord, she doesn't know me anymore. She doesn't know herself, and it's not. She just doesn't. She said it's not gonna marry, and she's just acting like she's nobody, and it's. What's gonna happen? We're getting married, and now she's off and not even.
It sounds like a very sudden change. Were there any signs of this before? This just happened out of nowhere?
No, no, I saw her yesterday, and she was completely normal. We went out, and she was fine, and we were talking. It was so good. And then today, and she's just not any.
Okay, okay.
It's like it's a different person. That's what she says. She says she's not AIM.
Who is she? Who does she say she is?
I don't know. Ari, I'm just I'm not thinking straight. Just when she was yelling at me, and it was a lot, and I don't. She's just not AIM anymore. I guess. What does that mean?
I've I- I've I that sounds like a lot of different things happening at once. Do you maybe we can, maybe my friends and I can help talk with her. Maybe we can seem to clear up some sort of misunderstanding that seems to be happening.
Misunderstanding? How do you misunderstand not wanting to marry someone? How do you misunderstand being in love?
Oh, brother.
Oh no.
Let me tell you how.
I'm gonna pat I'm gonna pat Sariel on the shoulder if she allows me to, just to
Yeah,
try to help
she'll
comfort
let
her. Hmm.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm a mess.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you. You're absolutely valid for feeling this way. This is just a sudden change that you had no idea that was happening. But perhaps maybe if we got the chance to speak with AIM, or whoever AIM claims to be, we can resolve this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm. Hmm. Where does AIM reside?
Well, she she lives here, but I found her today out on Threshold Hill. I don't know if she's still there, but it didn't seem like she. I
She doesn't
well,
frequent
so
there.
no, she doesn't. It was weird. Um, cause today, I go to find her. I go to her house. I go and her father said that she left last night and that she hadn't come back.
Mhm.
Um,
Oh.
Left last night, hasn't come back.
and then so I get a little worried, and so I go out looking for her, and she's really distinctive, you know, and so I go out, and eventually I find she's there. She's at Threshold Hill, and I go up to there, and she starts yelling at me.
Do I believe her?
Oh no.
Sure, you can make me an insight check.
Did we pause Threshold Hill? Or no?
Oh wait, I have advantage because I have the shield. No, I don't.
No.
That's perception. Never mind.
You would not know if you have passed
Okay.
Threshold
I'm
Hill.
just curious.
Okay. Okay, so I only rolled a 10.
Oh.
Okay, a 10. You get the impression, like, I don't know, with a 10, like, you get the impression she believes what she's saying. You don't get any impression that she's, like, intentionally trying to deceive you. Although, you can't tell, like, any more than that. Like,
I can't.
she
Yeah.
could
So
be. She
just
could be.
so
Maybe she's
basically,
yanking your chain. Maybe this is all a setup.
this is surface level thinking. This is basically how I interpret this. I'm like, okay, okay, uh, okay. I would like to I would like to meet this aim at Threshold Hill, and maybe we can and maybe we can talk things out.
Yeah, sure. It's on the edge of town to the southwest. You know,
Hmm.
heading towards like respite.
Okay, sounds good. Um, is there anything that you would know about her that only the real aim would know?
Um, things that
Maybe we can help jog her memory with things.
um, like what?
Um, mm, she,
Does she have like a birthmark only you know?
Uh,
Chappie, deep
that might be a
cut.
bit too intimate of a question.
Chappie, deep cut. Above game. Deep cut, Chappie.
What's above game? Yeah, what's up?
Their favorite color.
Their favorite color?
Do you remember it? Only me and Chappie
Okay,
remember this.
yeah.
Welcome!
What's your
What's your
favorite
favorite
color?
color?
That's a reference to Final Fantasy 14, where the world is like dying, and you are stuck doing missions where you have to ask everyone what your favorite color is.
You have to do /welcome. Do the welcome thing. Go, what's your favorite color? Alright, yeah.
okay.
Okay. Um, I'm actually having a tough time thinking of an idea of
Ooh.
what you what AIM would know about. She claims she doesn't know anything about you.
No, no.
Um, Does she have a favorite food? Does she have a pet or a favorite animal that she was fond of?
Um, yeah, she really liked salamanders.
Salamanders. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So we can work with that. We can work with that. We can ask what her favorite animal is. Or
Has she any shared like a near death experience with you?
a very
Um,
intimate question.
Uh, no. Well, kind of. Just
How long have
you
you guys
know,
been? How long have you guys been um engaged? No, not engaged. What's the thing when you say like?
Betrothed?
Together?
Yeah, how long have you guys been together? That's probably easier.
years, at least 4 or 5, maybe more.
Okay.
We got
Let's
we got
ask her what
engaged last year.
engaged last year. Gotcha.
Engaged.
Let's ask her what she remembers about the last 4 years and see if this adds up.
Okay.
What does she look like, by the way?
That's actually really helpful.
She's she's beautiful.
Oh,
Well, she's really distinctive. She's a like an albino tiefling.
I know
All white with pink eyes and her horns. You know, she's got these beautiful little curvy horns, that little pink at the top.
it's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Horns.
We'll be sure to work this out.
Top.
Um, a thought crosses my mind. Uh, does this sound like a changeling?
Does it sound like a changeling? What do you think?
Can I make some sort of intelligence check to like see if I can like connect the dots?
Sure, make me a religion check, let's say.
Religion check. Okay. Oh, praise
Come
Lothan.
Okay, a
on.
19. From the stories you
Oh, it's like
know,
it's broken?
it's
There we go.
possible that it's a changeling, but generally speaking, you would know from stories about like changelings or doppelgangers or shapeshifters. Generally, they are trying to impersonate the person, you know? Like it's, oh, my family member
That's
got
changelings.
replaced,
I'm kidding.
and they've been kind of acting weird, but they're still mostly the same. There's just something off about them now that I can't quite place. Usually the story is not they have changed completely and are acting like a completely different person, because generally the idea is they're trying to blend in.
I see.
So you get the
Okay,
impression that if this was sort of a changeling situation, it's a very bad changeling. Very bad at their job.
I see. Okay,
Very bad at their job.
Mhm.
I'll turn to Revion and say, let's. Why don't we regroup with Team Drake and see if they would be willing to help us for sort out this situation?
Okay. Do you think this is like amnesia or dementia?
A pot.
She was fine yesterday.
We don't know what could cause like such a severe memory loss, but this isn't like a memory loss. This is like a completely different identity.
Yeah, she's completely. She even talks different.
Talks different. Talks how?
Hulk's
I,
different.
I don't know. Just like her accent's all wrong. It's like
Accent's all wrong. Okay.
it's like she speaks like a how what would it be? What would it be? It's like she said, uh, you'll. It was just different.
Does she say like sure instead of sure?
Yeah, like well, it's just all the vowels. She'd be like shoy instead
Oh,
of, and it was weird. It was awful. Instead of like people around here talk.
This dog might be giving me some clues.
Yeah, the dog's giving you clues. Actually, if you'll give me just half a moment to go and check and make sure nobody's breaking into my house.
Gotcha. Okay, you do that. Okay, above
I-
game talk. What the fuck is going on?
I have Fae vibes, guys. I have Fae vibes.
I was thinking that too. Maybe like she unknowingly gave her name or something.
That
Or
might.
some-
Ooh, that might be a case.
All is well.
Okay, good. We weren't
Okay.
planning anything. Don't worry about it. Anyway.
Oh dear. Okay.
All right. Okay. So, alright. I guess I'll look to Revion and say, like, I feel like this is about as much as we're gonna get for now. Let's let's wait. Let's wait up for the rest of the. Let's wait up for the rest of the group, and maybe they can help us out. Um, figure this out more.
Okay, so we're just gonna look for the fiance, I'm assuming.
Yes, we're gonna be trying to find them by Threshold Hill.
Okay.
Um, I would like to ask her, where is Threshold Hill?
She said,
It's
sorry.
yeah, it is to the southwest of town along the road towards Trader's Respite.
Yeah, southwest heading towards Respite, edge of town.
I see.
Left last night,
Okay.
hasn't returned.
All right. All right. Interesting. Okay. I will. I will thank the. I will have the acolyte. Just make sure she's by her side in case she needs anything or if she needs to clean herself off.
Mhm.
I will inform the life keepers what I intend to do.
Okay.
Seem to tell them the situation and be like, I'm going to be off and try to see if I can help this situation out. And if I need to update you, I'll let you know as soon as possible.
Mhm.
And I guess I'll make my way to the threshold hill.
Okay.
There you go.
Rivian, are
Sorry.
you going with? And are you meeting up with anybody else?
Uh, I'll just follow Chappie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did
I guess we're meeting. We're on our way there just in case. And if we run into the party, I'll probably like inform them.
Oh, okay. I was gonna ask, did you say anything in the sending seed?
Yeah, I will. I'll check up with you guys, see if you're not busy, and then I'll inform you about where Rev and I are going.
Give me a moment. There's one more book I might need to find.
Mm-hmm.
But then I will join you.
All right. I'll keep you updated in case if anything is up.
Mm-hmm. Alright. If we may brave,
Mhm.
I would like to ask Krolak for his help finding a book on. Hold on, I need to bring up my old sheet because it's in the notes on my old sheet. Hopefully, I wrote it down correctly. Oh, that's a completely different name to what I wrote. I wrote Threshold like actual threshold.
Yeah, I do this specifically to annoy you.
Yay. Okay, bio. One. No, that's over no. I have the name. I forget how to pronounce it. So I'm just gonna copy and paste. I want Crawlet to help me find a book on these people. I'm not
The Ms. Luddle.
Yeah, the Ms. Luddle. I'm not expecting to find anything. But I want to at least look. And I'd like to get Crawlex help so that I have advantage.
I mean, yeah, I'll try, but weren't they like ancient?
They were, which is why I'm not expecting much. But there's no harm in looking. And if it helps Archie, then...
Yeah, not like we're doing anything else.
Mm. And then we can meet up with Chappie if you want. That threshold thing they mentioned. Also, welcome back, Storms. Just to catch you up, Storms, Chappie told us about them going to Threshold Hill on the sending seed and said that we're welcome to join them.
All right.
So you are looking for a book on the Ms. Luddles.
Yep, and will it be in room advantage since he's helping me?
With Krolak, yeah, you can do this at advantage
Cool.
if you are both looking together for
The
this.
first roll is a 15. Second roll is a 12, so 15 plus 8. That is 23. No.
Okay, 23.
15 plus 8.
23.
Is it?
It's
Yeah,
23.
23.
Okay. 23 total.
Okay.
It's no worries if we don't find one. But...
Yeah, with a 23, you find a book. It is entitled. Let me think of a good title for it.
Hold on, I'm getting another page of my session thing up because there's not enough room for the lore.
Right on the back.
It's a little harder than you think. Because it's one that goes over rather than to the side.
Well, right upside down.
Levels, book.
You find a rather well-kept tome here that looks considerably newer or in better repair than the other ones around you, which is entitled The Ones Before Us, an examination of the first inhabitants of the Conclave by Tyrwin Sunson.
By Tyrwin Sunson?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Councilman, not Tyrwin, Twirin.
Oh,
Sorry, I
Twirin.
misspell my own names.
Councilman.
I'm starting to notice a habit with naming.
Question. With this library, is it possible to rent out books?
Define rent out.
Like, how you normally rent a book from a library?
To take it home with you? No.
Yeah, okay.
They do not allow you to take, but, well, actually, it's on a case-by-case basis.
Okay.
You would know. This book you can specifically see is marked that is property of the bibliography and is not to be taken off premises.
Okay. I don't want to take up too much time, so I'm just gonna ask for, like, some bullet points of the most important stuff, and could you send me those sometime between now and next session?
Sure, yeah.
Thank you. Bullet.
Yeah, so you send me those bullet points. I'll say as you are doing this, Ikibo, you've been waiting for the councilman to get back, right?
Sorry, no, I meant I asked if you could send me some important lore on it over by next session.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Not the other way around. Sorry.
Yeah, I can do that for you.
Cool, thank you.
But if you would also send me like a list of like the things specifically you're interested in,
Okay. Yeah.
that would be useful for me. Anyway, Ikibo, you're waiting for the councilman, right?
Yes.
Eventually, time later, a man will enter into the bibliography. They are a tall elven man with golden hair, kept short instead of long, sort of swept back, wearing a rather nice, sort of almost lordly attire, but not ostentatious, just well put together. Sweep into the bibliography. And thank you for that information, Pineapple. Sweeps into the bibliography with the air of somebody in a hurry, and the receptionist sort of perks up and says, Councilman Twirin, this young man here has been, and says, Azalea, please, I'm in a hurry. I'm so sorry, I do not have time to attend you. Can it wait? Yes, okay, thank you, goodbye. And he instantly makes for the stairs and starts heading upstairs.
Oh.
I kind of just look at her another time then.
She cringes and sort of bows her head apologetically. I'm so sorry, I don't know what is going on with him today. Let me. This is unacceptable behavior. Let me inquire about that for you.
I suppose he's busy if he's a councilman.
Yes, but he just got back from council work. Give me a moment. And she
Okay.
will disappear. Sort of
Hercules
this little
convergence.
gnome woman will sort of totter upstairs worriedly after Twirin.
I'll just sit like down awkwardly, like, okay.
And a short while later, she will come downstairs and approach you. Says, "So sorry. It seems that the councilman has a family matter going on, a family emergency. Something going on with his daughter. It seems that he is going to be indisposed for the moment while he is heading over to make sure that she is okay."
I believe Chappie has told us of a councilman's daughter who's in distress,
Indeed, he has.
and I'm assuming that Chappie gave us her name, which was Tweedern daughter.
Yes. Sirin Twirendotter.
Yeah.
Wasn't it cereal?
Sariel.
Yeah.
Yeah, same name.
You said Tweedern.
Yeah, you said
If
Darren.
if I've said it wrong, then burn me as a witch. It is Sariel.
He's a changeling. Yeah.
Changeling killer.
They changed when they went to check on the dogs.
Right, and then I'm going to assume that maybe this is related, so I will just... That'll be alright. I'll try some other time, and then I will go. And I'm gonna go ahead to, well, I'm either gonna stay, because I know that Crawl and Vern are here, and then head with them to Threshold, unless they have left before me.
I was gonna say, yeah, I'd finish the book and then put it away, obviously, and then go to Threshold.
At some point, I'm going to Threshold, with or
Yeah.
without somebody.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just going to assume everyone is going to Threshold.
Yep.
Okay. And so you all set out with this new emergency quest you all have obtained. And begin marching off towards the edge of town to find this mysteriously confused fiance. And I believe that is where we are going to end the session for today.
That would be nice.
Yay! We get to help we get to help the councilman's daughter with her marital problems.
Yeah, go help some lesbians. Go do something.
Hell yeah!
Anyway, so
Let's go, lesbians!
let's go lesbians. Okay, so thank you all so very much for playing with me this evening. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't mean to click that. Fuck. I didn't mean to do that.
Who's that?
I love how like in the discussion chat, everyone's like freaking out over the big reveal that the sun god is gay.
Sorry. Okay.
Thanks for the
and I'm just going
session,
to
DM.
Yeah.
Yay! Claps to the DM. Yay! Oh, we can actually clap this time.
Yeah.
Okay.
I need to send Brave what I want to know.
Are
I'm so
we
sorry
free
in
to do this
Balamori,
again
wouldn't you
next
like
week?
to know? I am.
I don't believe so.
3.
I think as of next week, I am free from now on for Wednesdays.
Yippee!
Alright,
That's
cool.
cool.
Awesome.
Brave?
Hmm?
Can you do next week?
I can do next week.
Duck?
Mm-hmm.
That's all 6.
Yay!
Let's go.
Another full house. Alright, sounds good.
Mm-hmm. I hope you enjoy my lesbians puzzle.
Yes. That's truly a puzzle.
I do enjoy lesbians.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Alright,
A
you
lot
guys
of great
take
quotes
care.
going out here.
Bye.
All right. Thank you all so very much for playing. I will hopefully see you all next week. Oh my goodness.
Jesus. Alright, bye. Bye, chat.
Bye bye.
Alright. They can... No...